Doesn't mean we go to extremism.
UK law is not based on religion, so you can.
What I'm saying, Britain, by the way, when I criticize Britain, I'm not denying Britain that has a lot of good. You understand? Like, for example, I always say the best country for the Muslims in the Western world, I believe, is Britain. You know? Because Allah teaches me to be just. Okay? So I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to deny a country that's been good to me as well. But we have to speak the truth. So Britain is still a country which is based upon Christianity. Okay. Every country in the Western world, France, Britain, Germany, Holland. By the way, these countries came to Africa. France came to my country and forced Christianity on us. They started turning our mosques to churches. Okay? And guess what? Go to France now. You can insult Jesus, our beloved Messiah. You can insult him. You can even draw him and urinate with Iyadu Billah. But how dare you if you urinate on a gay flag? So in the Christianity against gay people. But Jesus was against LGBTQ. But guess what? In the Western world, LGBTQ, they are more honorable, more respected than our beloved, the best man that walked upon the face of the earth after the Prophet Muhammad and some other prophets. He's been disrespected. Come on, bro. That's why, you know.
What's wrong with the LGBTQ?
You should ask what, you should ask what is right with them first. What's wrong? If you don't know what what's wrong, it's evil what they're doing. It's a sin. According to Islamic teaching, yes.
So is it a sin?
It's a major sin. That's what Allah called in the Quran, even the Bible. Yes, it's a major sin. And by the way, you know, subhanAllah, last year I spoke to this Catholic Christian. She left Catholicism and she was lesbian. So I was preaching to her. Then she said, you know, what you say makes sense, but I have something to ask. I'm thinking, okay. She said, what do you know about LGBTQ? I said, there's too many letters to think of. We have to break it one to one. Then I said to her, look, I'm not going to water down my religion because to please you. I said, in Islam is haram. It's forbidden. But that doesn't mean I should kill you or fight you. Understand? So I was speaking to her, breaking it down for her. Wallah, she became Muslim. I said to her, look, all of us have our desires. Islam.
So a lesbian can be a Muslim.
She become Muslim, yeah. No. We can say she can be.
I'm just asking.
She cannot be, it's haram. But what I'm saying, we have our own desires, yes? Like, for example, I have desires to, for example, I'm going to have desires to rob people. Okay? If you control it, Allah will reward you for it. So that's what I said to her. I said to her, don't sell your eternal paradise for the sake of desires for 40 years.
Two people having sex in their house, how is that harming anyone?
You see, this is a problem of misunderstanding what is a sin. You think a sin, if I'm doing a sin, and I'm not harming no one, you are harming God's law. You are going against God's law. So basically, if I'm having intercourse with if someone having intercourse with his own mother in their own room, they're not harming no one, are they? So is it okay? What do you mean you don't know? You need to check yourself. No, but I can't be speaking to you.
You're right.
No. I don't know means no.
I'm asking you.
Brother, you don't have to ask me. I mean, any human being with a sound reasoning, he knows a child having intercourse, I don't know what is the term, because sometimes children watch our videos, having intercourse with their own mothers, that is evil. And you tell me you don't know if it's evil or not.
I don't know, I'm not that type of person. Huh? I don't know, I've never met those type of people.
I'm saying, I'm not talking about meeting them or not. The action is evil.
It's not like morally acceptable.
But it's evil, the action.
To me, even if you're harming someone, that's evil.
So if a man having intercourse with his own daughters, it's okay?
It depends.
Allahumma sallim. That's what.
I told you.
You need Islam. That's why you need Islam.
If that daughter is child, then obviously it's evil, right? But if they're adult growth, she's 40 years old.
So as long the adult's okay, basically.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
You don't care?
No, I don't care. For me, evil is someone. If someone hating someone, that's evil, right? Intentionally. You find someone weak or something and you hurt them, that's evil to you.
Well, you need to check your morals compass. I mean, like you're all over the place. Are you a Christian? What belief do you have?
No, nothing.
You don't believe in nothing? That's why you're confused.
Confused?
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm confused?
Brother, anyone watching, Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu or Sikh, they know you're confused.
Why do you think
Because anyone thinks it's okay, or he said, I don't know.
I didn't say it's okay. I said I've never met them. So
If a man sleeping with his own mother, it's evil. Everyone agrees with this. If you said, yeah.
No, I never thought about it. Like you brought that question to my question. I don't know. I've never thought
Anyway,
about it.
so this beautiful creation came like a randomly to you?
There's this nation, yeah, it's random. Yeah.
It's random. So do you believe in a creator? So who created it?
It's random.
So you believe in a creator called random?
It's random. Yeah, random.
Yeah, you call random's creator. So logical, rational, watch this. Logical, rational, randomness is not a being. Is an action based upon no choice. So so the action, even randomness, it needs a doer. How randomness is going to create something? Randomness doesn't exist independently. Randomness is an expression of an action that occurred without thinking. Yeah, from chaos. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Order. Order. There's order.
There's order, but there's also chaos in order, right?
No, there's no chaos in order.
Order, right?
No, there is order. Because
there's order in some
there's
places,
there's a book was written by Peter Atkins, who's an atheist, called The 7 Rules. Okay? He's an atheist. He's a British atheist. Okay? And he wrote that book that he has written, his followers from the atheists said to him, you are supporting the theist by writing that book. And he was explaining, because he's a physicist, explain how everything is connected. There's order, everything, there's a pattern to follow. You understand? For example, regardless how many times I'm gonna throw this cup in the air, it will never turn to a car. There's a pattern to follow. You understand? So there's order. Okay, so my point here is you believe in a creator called randomness. You know why I don't want to believe in a true creator? Because by believing in a true creator, you have to follow his commandments. So due to your desires and arrogance, you want to look for any excuse to reject the true creator, and you accept the most silly thing which you said, randomness created this universe.
Life is by chance.
Well,
If you do some research,
so universe created by chance. The define chance.
there's a lot of theories. Chance just happens randomly, right? From
By chance.
100, so from 100 you might have
Brother,
like
chance.
40%, 30%.
Chance is not entity. Chance is not entity. How does it create?
From explosion.
So
If you study the stars and stuff, how they explode, what's going on inside them.
So what exploded?
Yeah, you go study, you'll find out. Okay.
Right, we're going what?
Yeah, you go study how stars. Okay.
I know how it
Explode, and then how chemicals interact with each other. What happens? Okay, how the soil is created or the water. Then you kind of get some sort of idea how the world is created.
You see why you're confusing me?
It's not like
I'm not asking you how. There's a between how and who. No, but I'm saying who.
It's not somebody sat there saying, okay, this is
Carefully
Earth.
to my question.
This
I
is
didn't ask you how it's created. I said who. There's a between
There's
how
no
and who.
who. It's random.
But it's created.
Yeah, it's random. It's created.
So random is created. Define randomness.
There's no
Step by
someone.
step.
Okay,
Step by
created.
step. Step by step.
I told you what randomness is.
Step. What is randomness?
By chance. Okay, but probability.
Baba, that's not definition.
Probability.
Randomness.
Yeah.
Random is by chance.
Probability. Yeah.
So what's probability?
That from 100, there's a 30% chance.
So probability creates universe.
Can happen. Yeah.
Probability is an expression. How is create universe?
Prove it's an experience.
For example, if I tell you, for example, there's probability that if you
Probability
keep
is an expression. You know that.
you are given an expression of something that can occur. Brother, you know what he's saying basically? You see, if someone asks who created, you know, someone is a concept.
If you put 4 different colors in your cup,
You create
you
everything
shake
else.
it,
Mass.
without looking, you take
Yeah.
out. There's a
You know
probability
you,
of one coming out. That's probability.
you know what you're doing?
It's not
It's like someone said,
This is my expression.
listen carefully, you know what you're doing? It's like someone said to you, who created the universe? You say 2 plus 2 minus 5 create the universe. That's what you're doing.
No. You say probability
That's what
is
he's doing.
expression. I'm like,
Brother,
probability is not expression.
probability is not an entity because, okay, can you create something if you don't have the ability? Does probability has ability, attribute ability?
I said, the creation, the universe happened because of
No, you just agree with me. In order to create something, you have the ability. That's,
it's
brother,
like the life that we see is created by chance over time. Okay,
forget all of this. You said
Right?
probability create the
And
universe.
that's a plausible explanation
Okay,
for it.
you said probability.
There is not a plausible explanation how God created the universe.
Okay,
There is not.
brother,
Just say, don't question it.
You should be more lenient. I think you should accept God created the universe. Do you know why? Because if you accept probability, which is
I want to accept how God created the universe.
Allow me to finish first. I'm not telling you nothing, because if your brain already have the capacity to accept probability create the universe, it is more so should have a capacity to accept God, who is possessed knowledge and the power and ability to create the universe. It's more logical for a being to have a power.
How did God create the universe?
Allow me to finish firstly. Allow me to finish. That's why you confuse between how and who. Okay? So if you already accept probability is a concept, correct? Does concept have ability? Attribute ability?
If you smash a cup, there's a probability of it. I don't know how many percent.
I did it.
Smash.
So it's not.
That's the probability.
Okay, so probability is not doer.
So if the galaxy is
That's why I don't let them speak, because they will go off. I don't let you speak because they go off. Again, that's probability. So probability is doer. So probability is not doer. So how did you create the universe then?
Okay, how God created the
Give me that
universe?
book. Give me what it's about.
How God created the universe?
This book which is, I will give it to you inshallah, about atheism, okay? And you can read it inshallah. How Allah created the universe, Allah already explained to us in the Quran how He created the universe. Firstly, it's not about how, okay? It's about who I'm talking about. Because if you already, for example, if someone accepts this phone was created by a rock, then if I tell him this phone was created by a doctor who has the ability and the knowledge and the wisdom and everything, he should accept it more. Because a rock doesn't have ability, doesn't have a knowledge, which requires someone to create something. So therefore, firstly, you should ask me, who is God? Then I will answer to you, Allah describes Himself with absolute power, absolute knowledge, absolute wisdom, absolute perfection. So logic dictates when you look at His creation, you come to a conclusion, you can see the effect of God's attribute within His creation. Power. So tremendous creation. Look how big it is. You understand? Must be created by someone who is more powerful. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So that's what you ask me, who is God? So if I say to you, God who created this universe, have ability, has power, has a knowledge, has a wisdom, because we can see this effect of this attribute in the creation. You have a nose next to your mouth. Why? No, but I'm asking you what? Again, he doesn't ask a question. No. Why you have your nose? Why your nose not next to your anal?
God doesn't have anything.
Because before you smell food, look, step by step. I know atheists, if you tell him what is your mother's name, he said my father drives Mercedes. I'm not asking you what car. Yeah, let me tell you. Okay, that's why Allah said in the Quran. You know, I like your honesty now. You said you never thought about it. You know what Allah said in the Quran? وَفِي الْأَرْضِ آيَاتٌ لِلْمُوقِنِينَ وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Within the creation, there is a signs for God's existence and should be worshipped alone and within yourself. We have a nose next to our mouth. Before you eat, what you do? You smell food. You have eyebrows above your eyes. Why? Because the sweat contains a salt. If it keeps going to your eye, it will damage it. So protect it. You have a liquid in your eye. I'm not saying what caused it. Firstly, just look. Evolution cannot do it. Again, that evolution has the power. That evolution has the wisdom. That evolution has the knowledge. So forget that. That's what is a process you're talking about. Okay? So my point is, so it's not caused it. So again, my point again, look at yourself. You have a liquid in your ears, which is thicker. Stop anything going into your ears. The liquid that you have in your eyes, thinner. And if it goes in, it will come take it out. You have teeth in your mouth. Before you eat, what you do, you chew food. You have your eyes above. When you walk, you can see. And you walk forward. You have a joint in your elbows. You give and you take. Even within our body, where the heart is, and the lung, and the lung, and the kidney, everything is ordered and organized. It's impossible, illogical, irrational for that to come without any creator who possesses knowledge and the power and ability. Simple. Read that book, inshallah. What's your name? Ash. Your name Ash? Ash Kanash. Where are you from? Iran. Yeah. My best friend's from Iran, from Tehran. Yeah. I ask Allah to guide you to truth, Ash. Inshallah, read that book. It's a nice book, inshallah. Do you come here more often? Okay, inshallah. So that's why, inshallah, take care of yourself. It was nice talking to you. Anyway, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide him.